up, my YouTube brothers and sisters? I am excited to bring to you another fragrance video, and today I'm going to be reviewing Moschino Toy Boy Eau de Parfum. So I've heard a lot about this fragrance so far. I just think it's such a coincidence that they don't have any samples available in any stores that I've went to. And a lot of people want to know what it smells like. Is it worth the money? What does it smell like? What's the performance on this thing, etc, etc, etc. And by the way, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and leave your comments. Again, my pronunciation is god awful, so if I do mispronounce anything, just let me know and I'll prevent that in the future. So back to the review. First thing about this fragrance is the bottle. It's a very unique bottle. Everything about this fragrance is unique, by the way. So the bottle is just like a cute little bear. And one thing about this fragrance is it is very unique. So it's a very unique scent. It's not a sweet scent by any means. Really, you only need about a couple of sprays of this thing because you don't want to really offend anyone that gets too close to you. Now, the components are basically citrusy, spicy, and rosy. So you get all those notes in this fragrance. And as you all know, roses aren't really a sweet fragrance at all. So this is really like a nature kind of fragrance, a nature guy. So performance on this thing is pretty good. It is oil-based. I would have to say that it lasts around 8 hours, 8 to 10 hours, and the smell kind of dulls down over time. So it's not as potent, and it's not as potent over the course of the day. So if around like 5 hours of it being worn, the citrusy smell kind of goes away and you just smell straight roses and spice. This fragrance, I wouldn't really say it is a go-to. I would really only recommend this fragrance if you have a pretty decent collection already and you want just to have like a unique scent within your collection. So with that being said, it's not really a compliment getter. I wouldn't say it's a compliment getter. I've received one compliment on it. It was someone that was probably around 40 to 50. They just said that it smelled like flowers or something like that, but it smelled like raw flowers. It doesn't smell like something artificial, you know? So with that being said, I would not recommend this as a first bottle. Like if you just have like three or five bottles, I wouldn't recommend this until maybe you've kind of broke into the ambiance of fragrances. But overall, I mean, I'm a fan of it only because it's unique. So it's really unique within my collection, and I could wear this. Occasionally I would wear this would be if it's a really nice day outside and I want to blend in with the nature. So I spray it, go for a jog on some kind of outside trail, and I have discussions with people outside. I'm pretty sure that this fragrance will give off good notes, and it wouldn't really offend anyone because we're outside, we're not in an enclosed space or area. But yeah, that's pretty much my main thoughts on this. I'm not really a big fan of how they don't sample it to people in like your fragrance outlets or JCPenney's dealers, wherever you go to buy your fragrances online. I'm not really a big fan of that because I really want to know what it smells like before I get it. So this really is a blind buy to a lot of people, unless you watch these fragrance reviews on them. Also, the only bottles that I really saw were the 1.7 fluid ounces, which is not that much. I like my bottles to be around 3.4 or higher, 5.0 and higher. But I mean, I like the design they're working with. They're really unique. This obviously stands out above all my fragrances when I put it next to my collection. So that's a plus. But other than that, Moschino Eau de Parfum, get it if you, I wouldn't recommend it for beginners. I'll recommend it to someone who has had experience with fragrances and wants something unique, wants something that's full of like natural scents, nature, citrusy smells, and roses. If you're a big fan of roses, then go for it. If your woman's a big fan of roses, go for it. But all I know is my girlfriend wasn't a big fan of Moschino. I mean, once I told her that it has like a hint of roses, like she could tolerate it a little bit, but she was kind of offended by the smell because of how potent it was, and there wasn't really any sweetness to it. She's more of like a sweetness kind of person when it comes to fragrances. But it's not really manly either. I wouldn't put it like on the scale of manly fragrances. It's more like in its own little area. Again, this is really unique and distinct from any other fragrance that I own at this moment, or have smelled rather. But I mean, kudos to them for coming up with something that's unique. I don't really know any copies or fragrances that smell similar to this, so that's good that they started their own little thing. Who knows? Maybe this is the new contemporary smell of fragrances. Some other companies may try to emulate this fragrance in the future. Who knows? But yeah, Moschino Toy Boy Eau de Parfum. Let me know your all's comments and thoughts. And again, leave a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I will see you all next time.